In this video net interview at IBC 2011, I'm speaking to Alan Smith, Senior Product Manager at DIRECTV. Hello, Alan.
Hi, John.
You obviously have whole home TV already, but next month you'll roll out your new model of it, which is using RVU and RUI client around the home to use thin clients and IP distribution. I mean, what impact will that have for DIRECTV in terms of economics, and what impact will it have for your subscribers?
I think the easiest way to answer that is in terms of the subscriber, because they're the ones that are going to see the most benefit from it. What this is going to do is effectively give the ability for every TV that's connected to the system in the house the capabilities and usability of a full HD DVR, but just in the form of a thin client, either integrated inside the TV or as a small adapter box connected to the server, which is launching next month. So from a user's perspective, they get a DVR, which is a really sticky technology with a lot of positive feedback from customers at every TV in the home.
Okay, so going from maybe one or two extra TVs to every TV you have.
Yes, it's the consistency, not just of the user interface, but the consistency of the experience that they get at every device or every TV. They get the consistency of the look and feel of the user interface, which they're familiar with and we think they're happy with. The consistency of the features, consistency of the discovery process to look for new content. But they get that at every TV in the house now.
And because this is RVU, obviously it requires RVU Certified Devices to be out in the market. And we know you've got the Pace C30, which is your own thin client set-top box. Mm-hmm. But in terms of getting it onto connected TVs and CE devices, I mean, where are we with that?
There is a fully independent certification program, so it's run independently of DIRECTV or other members of the Alliance. It's run by the University of New Hampshire. There are other devices that are going through the certification program now, so we do expect to see a choice of devices coming onto the market and others coming into the market next year as well. So it is going to be an incremental flow as the servers get into the market and there's a general acceptance of the technology. We do expect to see an uptake in the number of client devices that have this capability integrated.
Okay, and one of the big issues that you had to solve, and the whole point of RUI, is that you wanted, as a pay TV operator, to have your user interface on those extra devices, those thin clients. I mean, does your user interface appear immediately as the default, or is it possible for Samsung or Sony, whoever it may be, for their user interface to come first and then have to go beyond that to you?
It's really an implementation decision. RVU doesn't specify how that is done. We obviously have preferred methods and recommended methods. It can be implemented as an app, which is just selected just like any of the other apps on a smart TV. It could be implemented as an input option, just like an HDMI input or a USB input. You could have an RVU input. So the option is there, and I think the behavior really, we see the best behavior to be that similar to if you had an existing set-top box where you switch your TV off, you're watching your pay TV service, you switch your TV back on, it comes back to your pay TV service. That is most familiar to people, and I think that method is probably the best. But as I say, it's an implementation decision. It could be implemented as an app, and that way is just as acceptable.
Okay, I mean, I think if I was a pay TV operator, that would probably be my last worry now, is that maybe my UI became lower in the menu order, if you like, than somebody else's. But do you think it makes any difference, really?
I don't think that makes a difference. I think what makes a difference is having the content that you can get access to from your UI. If the content is there, the experience is there, and the features within that UI are there, people are going to be naturally drawn to have that as a default option on their TV, and that's the one that they will naturally migrate to and want to see as the default option. So as I say, it is an implementation decision, but I think we're confident that people will still want to stay in our UI and stay with our service.
Yeah, it comes down to content as always, I guess.
It always comes down to content, yes.
Okay, and is RUI a solution for tablets and smartphones as well as TV screens?
It can be. There's absolutely no restriction in whether or not you can do that. As with most of the streaming decisions, most of it are really not technology driven at this point. They're in terms of the content rights and legalities to stream content to devices. But RVU certainly has the capabilities of providing a UI from a server that will work on a client device, whether that client be a tablet, be a smartphone, or be a static device like a TV or a Blu-ray player.
Okay, so you could add other devices onto this whole home scenario?
You can, yes.
Yeah. Okay, and what are the next steps now then for RVU and RUI generally?
Well, the RVU specification, RVU1 is the one that devices are being certified to now. That is actually quite a flexible solution in terms of what it can handle and what types of user interfaces, what types of graphics and content that it can provide. We are now within the RVU Alliance looking at RVU2 and how we expand that to take advantage of some of the new features, advanced graphics options, maybe optimizations for the likes of tablet devices and smartphones, and how that goes forward within the next generation of the specification.
Great, okay. Well, good luck with your launch of the new model of whole home TV next month, and thanks very much for telling us about it.
Thank you.
Thank you.